pray. It would be wrong of me to leave and not thank him for what he has done for my nephew.
Yeah.
3 weeks ago, yesterday, he was in an accident. He was in the wrong place at the wrong time. And a gentleman, he was in Hooters, and a gentleman hit him, and he fell. One punch. Now this is about being in the wrong place at the wrong time. He hit that floor, and they had to take him to the hospital. He was in a coma for 4 days. They told us they didn't know what type of brain damage he was going to have. He's 11 days younger than my son. And I started calling, everybody started praying. From here, clear to Indiana, clear around, I was on board. And I'm like, Lord, I know he hasn't lived the right life, Lord. I know he hasn't, but I know he's your child. And I know, Lord, that we come from a praying family. You always told us to pray. And we started praying yesterday. And he'd been slowly getting better. Then he took a setback because they moved him without even reading his charts. They moved him, and he started hallucinating. They had him on all kinds of drugs he had no business having him on. And my sister-in-law told the doctor, said, I want him off of them. I want him off of these drugs that you're pumping in him that are not doing nothing. He's hallucinating that he's having children. He's having children. This is drugs that they just put you on this stuff. They don't know what they're doing. So yesterday when I went in, me and April, all of us went up to see him. They had him up. He was in a wheelchair. He was talking. He knows all of us. We were so afraid. They said that the blood clot on the back of the brain is gone. All of the fluid on the front is gone, but we still need to continue to pray. The one side of his brain is severely bruised. They said that they don't know, it could be dead. They don't know what parts could be dead, but it can rejuvenate in different places. But I told him, I said, his wife was saying, I think he's going home in a wheelchair. And at the same time, and my sister-in-law said, no, he's not. He's not going home in a wheelchair. Lord. He's going home walking. I believe it. My son had a dream. He's seen it. He's seen it happen. And I know through all of this, God's going to work through my family. I know that he is. I'm believing that he will. And then in the midst of all this happening, his sister's son had an accident yesterday. Flew to Tampa with a bleeding of the brain. And God is so good. As soon as we found out, we started praying for him. They told us today that the bleeding has stopped. They're keeping him there just to keep an eye on him. But that's what God can do. You just have to continue to pray, ceasing. Pray without ceasing. That's what God says. And we just continue to pray without ceasing. I want to thank you for your prayers for him.